Hi, welcome back to your online Pilates classes. This is a session where we're going to be using some light dumbbells. I've got a couple of sets here ranging from 1 kg to 5 kg. If you want a couple of different combinations of sets, that's fine. With these exercises, we're going to be working on some shoulder work, we're going to be working on some glute work and a little bit of core as well. So it's good to have a few different options. You can change it up between the exercises. So you also just need to find your mat. And what I would also recommend is that you have done one of the warm-up sessions before you go into something like this, just to make sure that your body is prepared. So pick your dumbbells. I'm actually going for the heavier ones to start with, whilst we come into a little bit of leg work. So first of all, I'd like you to hold a weight in each hand. Have your feet in a parallel position. Be aware of your posture. Take a breath in through your nose. And when you're ready to exhale, you're going to push those hips back, bend the knees, and come into a squat. Use your heels to push through the floor and come back to the top. I'm going to repeat that again from the side so you can see how this is looking. Your hips are going to hinge back, then you're going to bend your knees, taking the weights roughly to the outside of your ankles, and then come back to standing. So we're going to keep going with that. Try and go steady. You don't want to feel like you're rushing through. Even though you might start to feel this work in those legs already, take your time. Make sure that you're sitting into your heels and then you're using the feet to help you come back to the top. Pause at the bottom, squeeze as you come to the top. We're going to do 4 more. Hinging at the hips, bending at the knees and to the top. Let's go for 3. You can feel those thighs working already. Let's go for 2. You don't have to go too low with this, just go into a comfortable range. Last one, and then work it to the top. I'm going to swap my weights over now. I'm going to go with something slightly lighter. As we take our feet wider on the mat, you're going to step so your feet are wider than your shoulders and turn your toes out to about a 45-degree angle. Take your arms out wide, relax those shoulders, take a breath in. When you breathe out, bend those knees, reach the arms up over your head. So I would recommend that you don't use weights that are too heavy for this, so we don't cause any uncomfortable sensations in the shoulder and the neck. And spread the toes, push the knees out wide. Inhale as you come to the top. Exhale, reach over, bend those knees. Inhale to the top, exhale. If you want to try and imagine that you're standing with a wall behind you, that can be quite helpful. It helps you keep your upright position through your back. You want to try and avoid, if I turn to this side, you want to try and avoid leaning forwards when you're coming into a wider stance squat. So if you can keep going, we're going to do 4 more. Breathe in. 3 more. Breathe out. 2 more. And last one, hold the legs in that position. Take your arms down, bend your elbows, bring the weights in towards your chest. We're going to hold it here and we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep the chest up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to standing. Shake those legs. You're probably ready to do that by now. I'm going to swap my weights over again. So we can go a little bit heavier with some glute work in our lunges, okay? So take your time, catch your breath. It's always good to have a sip of water as well if you need to. And I'm just showing you now the stance that I've got through my feet. I'm in quite a wide stance here. I've got a weight in each hand. So my back leg is nice and straight to start with. My heel is lifted. Start to bend into your front knee. Let your chest come a little bit further forwards as well, because when we lower ourselves to the floor, these weights are going to come on the outside and the inside of my right foot. So a little demo here, back knee will bend, weights come to the floor, push through the heel, work your way to the top. It's a good idea to look down towards your toes, check that your toes are spread, sitting into that right hip and use that heel to help push you to the top. Lowering it down nice and steady and come back to the top. I'm wobbling a little bit. Don't worry if you are as well. We're going to do 3 more. Lower it down and stand. 2 more and come to the top. Last one, hold it here. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and step back up. Really feel that working into your glutes. So shake those legs. I'm going to swap it over. I'm just turning so you can see my front leg is closer to the camera. Back heel is lifted. Relax those shoulders. Take a little lean forwards with the chest. Spread the toes on the front foot. And then when you're ready, we're going again. Back knee bends just before the front one. Lower the weights down. Use your heel to come to the top. I'm really wobbling on this side now. Come down and push to the top. Try and come into a nice range. Your back knee doesn't have to hit the mat, but it is coming towards the floor so you can get that real work through the left glute to bring you back to the top. Let's go. Down and up. We're going to do 3 more. Keep your pace steady. Slowly work to the top. Going to go down for 2 and back up. Oops, wobble. Last one, and we'll hold this one. Relax those shoulders, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Shake those legs out. Well done, everybody. Okay, I'm going to swap these weights over again. I actually have only got a 1 kilogram set here. You might decide to go a little bit heavier. We're going to stand in that split stance. My right foot is going to be forwards again. We're just alternating it up a little bit. And I want you to find that real hinge through the hips and the waist. My heel at the back is going to stay lifted. I'm going to hold my arms down here and we're going to work into a bicep curl. So your right leg is staying soft. You can still see the top of your ankle. And then you're going to pull those weights in, squeeze them up towards your shoulders, and then inhale as you lower them out and down. Exhale as you pull them in. Inhale as you lower them down. Try not to keep the elbows too far back, keep them out in front, and especially if you've gone slightly heavier on the weights as well, you'll really feel that work, on the way up into that curl, and then slowly extend the arms out and down. You might also feel this in your supporting leg at the front as well, because of the work that we've just done, and also the stance that we're in. Let's go here for 4 more. Breathe in. 3 more. Think about your core as well, because that is helping keep you in this fixed position. 2 more. Slowly extend the arms out and down. 1 more. And then reach them forwards. Step in with your left foot, step back. Nice quick change into this stance. And you're going to take that next little set through the biceps here. So straighten the arms, bend the elbows. Inhale on the extension. Exhale as you bend. Inhale. Exhale. Pull those weights right up towards your shoulders. Slowly reach them out. Nearly there. Let's do 4 or 5 more. And again, squeeze. Slowly extend them out. You're actually getting work in both directions here through the arm. So that's why we're going slow on the extension as well. And we'll take this as the last one. And you can extend. Step in, roll those shoulders, shake them out. We're actually going to come down onto the floor now. So make sure you've got the space. And you're going to come onto your back. I'm going to go with my heavier weights for a little bit of work into the chest. You might decide to go about 2 or 3 kilogram, or even 6 if you feel like it. So popping a weight on either side. I'm going to have my head resting down. You don't need anything underneath your head, and we're going to take a moment to find our neutral spine. So your back isn't too arched in the floor, it's not also fully imprinted, and make sure your head is looking towards the ceiling. Okay, so take a breath in here. I'm having my elbows bent and rested into the floor whilst I roll up and curl into my bridge. So press through the feet, try and lengthen through the thighs, and use your glutes to push you to the top. Bring your spine down really slowly with that same amount of control, and then take that again, curl up. So just getting that movement, and this time we're going to hold it at the top. Squeeze through the glutes, then when you're ready, you're holding your bridge, and you're going to push those weights up towards the ceiling. Control it here, don't let your bridge collapse, bend your elbows, pull them in. Notice I'm going really slowly through this. Exhale, push up. Feel that length through the thighs. Feel that work into the back of the glutes. Slowly lower your elbows down. Take your breath in. breathe out, push. Squeeze those arms, really feeling this already, and then slowly lower your elbows down and in. Try not to let your hips drop lower, keep them lifted, push up towards the ceiling, and then breathe in as it comes down. We're gonna do 2 more, push. Use your heels, use that connection through the back of your feet, and then you're gonna push up 1 more time. Hold it here. Now relax those shoulders, press through the toes, lift your heels. Lower your heels, breathe in, lift your heels, breathe out. Lower, we're gonna do that 4 more. You might feel your hamstrings, you might feel the calf muscles. 3, shaking. 2 more. 1 more. Hold those heels, hold the weights up, keep the shoulders pressed into the floor. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels come down. Bend your elbows, bring the weights down. You can bring them down 1 by 1. See if you can hold your bridge for a little bit longer. I'm just slowly bringing those weights down by my side. I'm gonna reach those arms up, lengthen my arms back, letting my thumbs point towards the back, the top of my mat. Feel that work in the back of the legs now. Hold it here. Try and connect through your core. That's gonna really give you that stability there as well. And breathe. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms can come down, roll down out of your bridge, and I'm sure you'll be ready to hug those knees in, maybe even take a little rock from side to side. And from here, we are going to rock up into a seated position. I'm just going to leave these out of the way. Go with my lighter weights from here. And sitting on your sit bones, having a little bend in the knees. Feet can be flat or they can be slightly rested down on your heels. Holding the light weights in towards your chest, shoulders back, elbows out wide. Breathe in, breathe out. Roll off your sit bones, curve through the spine. Keep looking ahead of you. Take a breath in, breathe out. We reach the weights away. Inhale, bring them in. Exhale, reach. Try and hold the body really still at this point. Breathe in, breathe out. Try not to go too far back because you'll feel that shake coming in quicker. About halfway is a good place to go. Reach the weights away. Bring the elbows in. 2 more. And in. Last one. Reach and bring them in. Come all the way back to the top. Last little bit. You decide whether you want the heavier or the lighter ones. I'll show you what we're doing and then you might decide. You've got 2 options. You can either be on your hands and knees or you can be in a little bit more of a 3/4 plank position. So this is obviously a little bit harder. I'm going to grab a heavier weight. You're only going to need one of them now because you're holding your nice neutral spine. Shoulders are back. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull that weight in towards your side. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, pull and lift. Now a little tip for you, if you've got your left hand down on the mat now, have that in the center rather than to the left hand side. It's going to give you a little bit more of that base of support. If it's too far to the side, when you pull the weight in towards you, you'll want to twist your hips. And we're aiming to keep them really level. So bringing it into the center gives you a little bit more support. Inhale, reach the weight down. Exhale, pull up through your core, pull the elbow in. We're going to do 2 more. Draw it in and bring it down. Last one. And bring it down. Right hand can come down. Again, that can come slightly into the center of the mat. My left hand now is going to be holding onto the weight. Roll the shoulders, breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Pull that elbow in. Reach it down to the floor as you breathe in. Pull it in towards your side as you breathe out. And notice that I'm trying to keep my body really still. You might feel a little bit of a shift of your body weight, possibly even through the back of your legs and your hips here, but you want to try and avoid any of this rolling. And that's why the lower you are to the floor, or if you're in a 3/4 plank position, you're going to find that harder. 2 more. And release. 1 more. And release. Pop that weight down. Rest your hands on the mat. Sit back towards your heels. Take a lovely release stretch here. Breathe in through your nose. breathe out through your mouth. And then walk those hands back in towards you. Give your shoulders a roll. You can take your hands behind your back. And that is the shorter session with a couple of different weights. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to repeat that a couple of times if you wanted to. Those exercises are really good to build up, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.